So you want to speak confidently and be heard, but not only this, you want to be understood. But let me break it to you. To speak confidently and be heard doesn't mean that you're gonna be understood. On the contrary, most of the time you're going to be misunderstood. And it's this fear of being misunderstood that is holding you back. You lack confidence in yourself. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. In arguments with friends or family, you don't dare to tell your true opinion. Too scared to speak up, too scared of the impact that your words can have. Now, how I know all this is because like you, I felt like my voice shouldn't be heard. I understand how horrible it feels to talk about something that you care about and be misunderstood. Because of this, I grew afraid of failure, not only when I speak, but in everything that I do. So every of my projects had a foundation of scarcity. But don't worry, there's a but. It's not hopeless. I realized these 3 things that changed everything for me. Those 3 things helped me to go out of my comfort zone, learn how to be vulnerable. I was able to announce my small business, go to networking event and speak confidently about my ambitions. And that is because I realized those 3 things, the things that will take you from a second character mindset to a main character speaking confidently. Those 3 things will teach you how to turn your words into your reality. So let's get started. So the first concept that we're gonna talk about, and literally one of my favorite concepts, is that actions comes, then confidence follows. I'll say it again because it's super important. Actions comes, then confidence follows. Do you hear me? You can't expect to be confident before starting whatever you want to do. You can't expect to be confident in something that you haven't never done before. It's totally normal that you're gonna feel fear, that you might believe that you maybe can't do it because you have never done it before. You don't know how it is. You might have done all the researches, read all the books, but if you don't do it yourself and don't have the proof and don't have the act of doing it, you will never know. You will never grow confident in it. So I have a quick story for you. A quick story. So at the beginning of the video, I talked about how I went to this networking event and was able to talk about my ambitions confidently. Now let me tell y'all, I am an introvert. I love to stay at home. I go out with my friends, but I usually wouldn't do things that would put me too much out of my comfort zone, because why would I do that? But I grew tired of not being able to talk confidently, so I was like, okay, I gotta get out of my comfort zone. I have to do things that will push me to my limits, that will make me be more confident and more vulnerable. So I was doing researches to see in my city what kind of event I could go to be able to speak more confidently about my ambitions. I knew I wanted to have my small business. I wanted to speak truth about my small business. So I was doing researches, and then I find this networking event where there's a lot of entrepreneurs and investors that goes. When I saw it, I was like, oh, it was like for 2 weeks later, and I was like, oh my, it's exactly what I wanted. And I hesitated. I was like, oh, do I really want it? But let me tell you, before I was like, yeah, I really want to go to an event like this. But when I found it, I was like, going further into my chair, like, oh, do I really want to do that? Is that really for me? Like, I'm comfortable. I don't think I really need to do it. But you know, when those thoughts started, what I had to do, I had to book it. I just booked it. I didn't think more, because if I would have continued to think, I wouldn't have gone. And I knew I wanted to change. I knew I wanted to be more confident. So I just booked it. It was for 2 weeks later. Now we jumped to 2 weeks later, and it's the event. And I want to take just a little moment to just say how thankful I am for my best friend, because she came with me and I am super grateful for that. So now we're the day of the event. It's the hour, like it's gonna start. I'm in front of the door, and I'm telling you, I go blank. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, who sent me? Like, why would I do that to myself? Literally, I'm telling y'all, I didn't want to enter. I went on a walk with my friends for like 30 minutes because I was like, oh my, like, this is not my place to be. Like, I'm not a confident person. Like, I won't even be able to talk. I had a lack of confidence in myself. I just had a lack of confidence. But technically, my friend was with me and she was like, girl, like, you can do it. And I was like, yeah, of course I can do it. And finally we went, and when I entered the room, I went straight to the back when there was no one. And I was talking to no one for like a good 5 minutes, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing here? And like, finally, while I was there, I was like, I paid for this event, like I need to participate. This is why I'm here, exactly because I have this kind of thought and I need to build my confidence and I need to build my vulnerability. That's why I'm here. I'm here to talk about my small business, about my dreams, and to share with others and see what others do. I'm here for this social event. So I went to the table next to us, and you know what, those girlies, they were super nice and they took us in and we talked, and I gained more and more confidence throughout the event to talk to more and more different people, even people that usually, if it wasn't for this kind of event, I wouldn't have gone near them, I wouldn't have gone and talked to them, and I learned a bunch of things. And you know what, I gained more and more confidence while I was there. And the confidence was not here at the beginning. Like I said to you, I didn't want to enter the room. I felt out of space. But you know what, even though I had this lack of confidence, the confidence, I don't know how I can show it to y'all in a different way. The confidence was not here. The confidence was not here. Like it wasn't. The confidence didn't help me in this situation. Trust and believe. There was no confidence. But confidence came. I had to act first. I had to buy the tickets. I had to go to the event. I had to enter the room. I had to go to this place where there was no one, like talk to no one. But the action of going to the room, even if I felt like I had no place in there, is what built this confidence. Oh, okay, I can do it. Okay, I entered the room. Okay, like maybe I do got this. Maybe I can nail it. Maybe, oh, then the more I spoke, the more it was easy for me to find my words, to communicate with people. So it's just to show that if you don't act, confidence will not come. If you wait for confidence, you will never accomplish nothing. You have to act first, and then the confidence will follow. And I want to make an analogy with also, I don't know if you have your driver's license, if you're working on it, or if you're not even thinking about it, but I am working on it. And let me tell you that it's literally the same thing. I had never drove a car. Like, of course I'm scared. Like, how can I be confident that I can drive a car if I never even seated and drove a car? Of course I read about it, but if I don't do the act of getting on the car and actually driving, how can I be confident that I am a good driver if I've never got behind the wheel? Like, you have to get behind the wheel, you have to act on it, you have to act, you have to start to have your driver's license course, you have to do it, right? You just have to act, and then confidence will come. The more you drive, the more you will build confidence, and now you're gonna become more a confident driver, right? You'll be confident that you can go drive because you act on it, you did it, you drove before. Okay, I can drive. Oh yeah, I can do it. And you'll build more and more confidence. Now we talked a lot, so I hope you really understand how you have to act. You can't expect to be confident in something that you have never tried. You can't expect confidence to come to fall on you like this. You have to act first, then confidence will follow. And I'm pretty sure you had an experience like this in your life, an experience that you didn't feel necessarily confident in something, but you still did it, and then confidence came along the way. And if you do have an experience like this, well, tell me in the comments, tell it in the comments, share it in the comments. Now we're gonna go to the second concept, the second thing that we're gonna talk about. Now the second thing that we're gonna talk about is learn how to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable. Now me telling you this might feel counterintuitive. You may listen to me and be like, why would being vulnerable build my confidence? How being vulnerable will help me talk more confidently? Well, let me tell you, being vulnerable will open the door to your confidence and being able to accomplish your dream. So what is being vulnerable? It's being able to see what is on your mind, in your heart, and not be scared of how people will take it. Just learn how to be vulnerable. Like, you don't have to put walls in front of you. You just say what you have to say. No matter how people take it, you say what you have to say. You speak of your truth, how you truly feel, right? Your true feelings inside, without putting a facade, without putting a fake smile. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're happy, you're happy. If you're angry, you're angry. Now knowing this, if you have a project, if you have a dream and you don't dare to talk about it because you're too scared of being misunderstood, you're too scared of people's opinions, you are building something on scarcity. Before even starting, before even achieving your results, you're putting in your mind that you can truly do it. Because let me tell you something. The more you speak about something, the more it becomes your reality. But you not speaking about it is because you're scared to begin with that it won't become your reality. What if I talk about it and I can't achieve it? So this is built on scarcity. So here too we have a quick story that I want to share with y'all on being vulnerable. So me, I'm the last person that you have to talk about being vulnerable to. I hate it. Well, I hated it. I'm learning to be vulnerable. Now this is why I'm making this video. I hated it. I couldn't even imagine myself being vulnerable. Like, it's not, like, why would I do that? And this is why I realized that I had a huge lack of confidence in myself and what I could accomplish, because I really thought that what if I talk about my ambitions? What if I talk about my dreams and I don't achieve them and I fail? What will others think? Like, imagine me being vulnerable, I talk about my things and then I don't succeed. Like, oh, how shameful. That's how I thought. To begin with, I had a lack of confidence that I could accomplish what I wanted to do. And this is often what happens with people who don't want to be vulnerable and who lack confidence. And when I realized that, I knew I had to be more confident and I had to be more open. So I'm an small business owner. I work from home, but before that I was at school. I took a session off and then I had to talk to my parents about my dreams and what I wanted to do. But I'm telling y'all, like, I couldn't bring myself to talk about what I truly wanted to do, because what if I talk about this and I felt like I would be a failure? That's what I thought. So I worked on my projects in silence, and when I'll succeed, it was always when I'll succeed, I'll talk about it. If your words becomes your reality, how what you don't say can manifest. So long story short, I'm talking about my ambitions, and what I'm telling you is not to talk about all your projects and all your ambitions and telling every single part of what you want to achieve. But for example, if you want to become an architect, when you were a child, you're gonna say, I want to become an architect. If you want to become a doctor, you're gonna say, I want to become a doctor. If you want to be a small business owner, you say, I want to be a small business owner, and you act on it, right? So this is the way you speak, what you do, it's in everything. So you need to learn to be vulnerable, and this will just open door to more and more opportunities, and you'll be confident talking about it. The more you talk about it, the more it becomes your reality. The more you talk about it, the more you're like, oh, I don't have a choice but to achieve it. But if you keep it in silence, you keep it a secret, of course you're gonna be like, oh, well, I didn't succeed, but no one else knows, so like, it's not a big deal. But if you succeed big, and if you fail big. That's it. Don't be scared of others' opinions, because you're gonna lack confidence and not be able to be vulnerable. And how can you even achieve your dream if you like those two things? So I talked about the fact that I had a small business, so I want to take this a minute in this video to talk a bit about this. So if this is something that interests you, to have a small business, you're starting a small business or anything that is similar, and you want to develop your character for it, because having a small business is not just about your knowledge but who you are also as a person, I invite you to give a follow to this channel, where I bring you the behind the scenes of starting a small business, either through vlogs or setting videos like this, where I share with you what I learned and what I have learned in my self-development journey to become a better version of myself and to build a prosperous small business. So now let's get back into the video. We're gonna talk about our third concept, which is don't be a people pleaser. You are gonna be misunderstood. Not everybody is gonna understand your point of view, and it's okay. Don't be scared of this. No matter what you do, you will always be criticized. So do what you like. If you're gonna be criticized, either you do something that you like or either you do something that you don't like. Why not do what you like and speak your truth? You will be misunderstood. It's part of the game. Not everybody is the same. It's totally okay. Everybody is different. We don't all like the same things. We don't all like the same singers. We don't all like the same TV shows. Like a TV show that I could love, love. You could hate. Like, even if you're watching this video, like, I love K-dramas. I love cheesy movies. I love cheesy shows. And you could literally hate them. You could hate them, you can't watch it, you don't understand why people watch it, but I love them. I love them in the deepness of my heart. And we are different, and it's okay. And we're not gonna like the same things, and everybody is different. So don't be scared of being misunderstood and of speaking your truth. You're not here to make everyone happy. This is something that you have to understand. Let me repeat it. You're not here to make everyone happy. Stop shrinking yourself for people who don't understand your mission. Either it's your parents, either it's your friends, either it's strangers on social media who tells you like, I don't understand what you're doing, what you're doing is boring or whatever. You're not a people pleaser. What you do is not gonna make everybody happy. Even like if you are a content creator, you can make a video that everybody's gonna like. Of course, there's some people who's gonna dislike it and some people that's gonna like, but you have to know for what kind of people you're doing this, or for yourself, you're doing it for yourself. You're not living your life to make someone else happy, because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die alone. Live your life to do your fullest, the way you want to live it, not to please others. That's the concept. That's what I'm trying to make you understand, right? And it's like with my small business. I sell handmade art, handmade felt stickers that I make, and it's not everybody who likes stickers, but am I gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't make stickers because not everybody likes stickers? I don't have to answer it, right? So now we're officially done. We talked about the 3 concepts, and it's really 3 concepts that I recommend you to apply to your life and to truly understand that action comes first, then confidence follows. Being vulnerable will open doors for you, and don't be a people pleaser. These concepts will help you to build your character and be able to speak confidently and be heard without being scared of being misunderstood. So if you don't want to miss out on opportunities, live like a second character, be stuck in the same patterns again and again, and avoid the mistakes that I have made, join this channel to hear more of journal entries like this one. My name is Jodie, artist name MillieJo, and I am an art small business owner. You can check out my Etsy account where I do handmade art with the goal of helping people romanticizing their life and becoming happier, because we all deserve to be happy. The link is in the description. And don't forget, turn your words into your reality through action. See you in the next one. Bye bye.